Hello and welcome to the Mighty Misfit Menagerie. We are going to be doing Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 50th anniversary D&D module, and also a celebration of everything that has come before for the Mighty Misfit Menagerie. I am Rio. I will be your dungeon master. Does anyone have any silly gags or anything they want to get out of the way now?
We already touched tips. We're fine.
Well, some of us.
Polina, do you want to take it away with a beautiful recapitation, which we have stopped saying? We're going to lose the trademark, you guys.
Oh, God, don't be such a dress horse about it.
I will dress horse as much as I dress horse and want to, okay?
We were making our way through the catacombs outside of Neverwinter, trying to take down a friggin' cultist sect, which I feel like happens a lot in D&D worlds, so what the hell?
If it's not goblins, giant rats, or skeleton, it's probably cultists.
Yeah. So we had found a room with a ton of chanting, and this dark energy kind of immediately tries to envelop us. There's Nothics in here, there's cultists everywhere, there's two big casters, and also there's like an elf in a cage. Seems like he probably doesn't want to be here. We fight, one of the casters dies, which like triggers this vortex that opens up, and we all of us except for Kirill and Zephyr get sucked into it. We kind of are adrift in the sea of images. It seems like Vecna's consciousnness, or maybe some sort of I don't know. He's introducing us to the fact that we are now his bitches. He has this whole secret network that we are now a part of, and we have to keep the secrets, or else he gets power. Or maybe it's the opposite.
Just
I'm not
clarification. Sure. You guys are connected to Vecna. You also saw that his cultists are doing similar rituals throughout the multiverse, but you are not connected to those rituals. You are directly connected to Vecna's power. And his power is secrets. So if you gain secrets, you're keeping them from Vecna. That's the information that was.
So it's better to get secrets but not tell them once we've got.
Well, so get secrets, but you can also use them for power, but it's a double-edged sword, because if you give up the secret, it becomes Vecna. Like you whisper them to Vecna in exchange for power. But then Vecna gains that power.
It's complicated. Okay, so then we wake up, we're in this like wasteland, we're in coffins in this big pit, and Tempest starts freaking out, looking for Zephyr. There's a bunch of nearby creatures, they start attacking us. And so Paige finds that elf that was in the cage, his name is Eldon. He's like, yeah, they kidnapped me, I don't know why. And so here we are. After we defeat the ghouls, Tempest hears from Kirill that they got back to Candlekeep safely. Eldon is like, this is a crevice of dust. It's like a Neverwinter. It's called Evernight. There's a lot of undead here. And hey, but there's also a market, and we should go there. Maybe someone will know what to do.
To clarify, you took a crevice of dusk to the Shadowfell.
Oh, okay. That makes sense that it's the Shadowfell.
To Helena's credit, we throw down so much information so fast that you have to take notes.
I mean, I think even I made the connection that it was like the Shadowfell for me, but I don't think that word Shadowfell was said. So I don't know. Now that I'm reading it back, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Shadowfell. That's good. Okay, so we need to find another crevice, right? That's how we travel. He's also like, yeah, and by the way, you guys have like the Eye of Vecna on your freaking hands, so we're
the symbol of Vecna.
The symbol, right? I'm not. Tempest is not marked though. Then we kind of cut to a new fella named Rashen. He's a silver dragonborn in very fine clothing. He's working in the market. He's shuffling cards. He's looking, very interesting. When we enter, he greets us and he's like, hey, you guys want a reading? And we're like, we need to get out of here. And he's like, I want to get out of here too. So let's go. So we go right back onto the cemetery where we just were, and we go into this tomb and we find a paper that indicates one of the rooms is Naomi's room.
Now, Nui's.
Numi's room.
Numi, yeah.
We also meet a moon elf ghost who was the family's maid.
That
She's
is
like,
Numi.
oh, okay.
Same person.
That's her real. And she is like, you guys are in a lot of danger. Everywhere is danger. And we're like, thanks. We find a treasure room, and there's like a saying that says, what good is treasure when home is denied? And then the next room has a different saying. There's these tiles representing the letters of Dolendar.
Yes, the Dolendar family.
Okay.
That's right.
And then I wrote, no world to return. Is that another
So it
thing that's
says,
written?
I think it said Dolendar, no world to return.
Okay. Judge was like, let me touch this letter. And then a spell hits us. A panel lifts, and Paige is like, oh, let me just pick this lock that just appeared.
As Brichette was just about to say, that clearly the curse was alone.
Yes. So we kick open that door, and there's blades across the floor like any good dungeon. And across the way, we're like, whoa, there's like a big sarcophagus. And a creature? Recapitated.
Just some housekeeping from last week. The giant pit with all of the coffins in it, I got that map from a wonderful map creator, Tessa Presents Maps, on Reddit. She also has a GM's Guild. I'm assuming I don't know. On GM's Guild, where they sell map packs. For right now, until they release the map pack, they do have maps for free on Reddit that you can download for a limited time. Once it does go, I mean, the map was beautiful.
Map was fantastic.
And I am too lazy to replace all the maps with her maps because I don't like doing monster placements. But otherwise I would, because they're all very beautiful. So I wanted to do that. We did it in after party, but I wanted to make sure we give that shout out immediately.
Nice.
And then that being
What a
said,
small business.
I also finally made handouts for all the PC portraits. So I don't know if you guys want to see all of those as like a handout. So this is the one I got for Paige.
Kitty boy! He's so
Look at
fluffy.
him.
Look at these.
I love that.
And then next is Cheldra.
I think canonically, Brichette has been like staring at your ears without saying anything, but
Very
the
cool.
nature makes it unclear.
Very cool.
Oh, I love the tattoo work.
Yeah.
I like how the background is also kind of part of the portrait. Like,
Yeah.
And then there's Brichen, but of course Coulter had a caveat for this. The robes are not as silvery.
No, it's a blue. It's a contrast. It's a contrast.
that's cool with the cards out in front of them too.
This one is still rather small because of I'm stupid, but here's... Oh, wait, we'll hold on to this one, actually. That one's a reveal for later.
Ooh.
And then, of course,
You don't get stuff now?
our weird neck boy.
Ooh.
Okay, his neck looks pretty normal on that one.
Yeah, he's no handsome.
When it goes sideways and then
And then I ran out of credits to get Tempest, but Tempest is our big purple friend, as she has always been.
Can't say I'm not a little hurt.
I ran
I was
out!
really looking forward to seeing her. Whatever. I don't like AI anyway, so this is me getting my own medicine.
This is ethical AI if it helps.
I support you then cutting me out.
I just ran out of free credits.
Oh, okay.
It was like a free trial, and like I tried so many times to get Brichen. Because I kept writing
It
Dragon.
looks great.
Well, I kept writing Dragonborn, and they kept giving me elves with dragon hats, and I was like, no.
It's with dragon hat.
Yeah, so I had to be like dragon-faced man who is part dragon. Like that's how specific I had
Oh my God.
to get a dragon face.
You're getting training as a prompt engineer.
And then in the end, I sent 3 to Coulter because I was like, these are the only 3 that are usable.
Pick one.
So you gotta pick one from these 3. And he's like, I like the head on that one with the robes on that one. I was like, well, we're going the one with the right head.
It's only Everybody.
You know, I could probably pop into Photoshop and I'll take the head of one and put it on the rose of the
I
other.
don't know if I saved the other. Anyway, getting started. So, I'm loving it.
No.
Sorry.
I want it now. What have you done?
Hey, we haven't ordered food.
I'm like, that's the whole point of advertising.
So at this point, we are starting in combat. So if everyone
Oh my gosh.
can
Okay.
roll initiative.
Oh, remember we walked into there? There's a lady yelling at us. She looked
Right.
scary.
What looks very concerning is we're all very
Bunched up.
fireball-y right
Yep.
now.
Yes. And as I was saying,
There's knives
I mean, not
out
that
of
it
the
matters for
ground.
initiative, but
Hello, good. No, don't. Yay!
see, I was trying to celebrate it. Nobody.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Kitty with dice.
as I was saying to all of you when we entered, when you're in a tomb like this, be careful when you unlock things.
And then there is the picture that we ended on last time.
I love that Brienne is like us, like talking to us like none of us have been adventuring for as long as we have.
I don't know your life.
Pretend you're all children.
Infant. Toddler, infant.
Good luck to you.
Coulter, good luck.
Oh, thank you. Bring it across the bed.
Equal opportunity here.
Oh, sorry.
What was that?
You don't want to know.
So heavy.
I'm gonna go away this part. I'm gonna cut out this next.
Paige, what's your initiative?
20.
Thank you.
You bitch.
Brienne,
14.
14.
I'm debating if Paige would open the door, see that thing go, and just dump
Immediate.
everything into the one.
Tempest,
Or 14.
Soren,
15.
Sorry, I had mind focus on.
Jotra.
23. 23.
Okay, well,
Natural 20.
Nat 20, baby.
Mwah.
You don't go in the mouth today.
You just go near it.
You get to see
That
them.
means it's Jotra's turn.
Woo! Where am I?
doesn't go
I'm
into
in
the
Change your
mouth, go a little
cantrips like
bit.
you wanted to.
No, I have not. Shit, biscuit.
Ew.
Those are my curse words.
You know that still has a curse word in it, right? So
I
it doesn't
know.
really even work as an alternate.
No, I did not say shit biscuit. It works. It flows off the tongue. There. Oh wow,
Shit
that's
Triscuit
sensible.
would be better.
Hold on, what cantrip was I subbing out? I'm sorry.
You wanted to grab Shillelagh.
That's right.
Shitskit.
Shit's
But
good.
do you want to take your turn right now?
Sure. All right, so I am.
Shiitake.
Giant spider.
I am. If I go through that's half speed to go through allies, correct?
Yes.
And then what are the spiky things on the floor?
Spiky things on the floor.
Okay. Can we go through the spiky things, or do I have to jump the spiky things?
It looks like if you were to walk through any of those squares with spiky things, you would.
It would hurt.
It would hurt. Yeah.
Okay. Can I get to the interior of the room?
Sure.
Hold on. Let me take a look and make sure that I have what I need. Ah. All right. Wild-shaped giant spider, and I'm going across the ceiling.
Okay, so you were going up the wall.
Yes, I'm going to go up the wall, so down
Shit
about
drives me up the
2
wall.
spaces. No, not in, down. 2 spaces, and then transform into a giant spider.
Hang on, let me make her big, Hank.
Boop, boop. And then I would like to, so that was a bonus action.
So it was 20, that was 30 to get there. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30.
Perfect. Okay, let me get to my spider Deltra. And I would like to cast a web
With your
range-
spider form.
with my spider form. Do a web attack.
Okay.
Ooh, 12?
12 does not.
Shit. Okay. And then that's me.
Okay. Page, salvation.
All right. So, as Jeltra goes in, Paige finally notices what's happening, goes, "Oh no!" And hey, can you move me in just to there? Walks in and very kind of dejectedly throws a mind dagger. So the first one misses.
Okay.
Offhand. Does a 13 hit?
No.
And then main hand again. Alright, dice. I really hope you're all getting the bad rolls out now. Does a 15 hit?
Pop them in your mouth.
15, no.
That's my turn.
All right,
It's-
Soren. It is
Right?
your
That's
turn.
fine. You're just like, you know what? You don't deserve to be on the outside.
Soren walks through the door to here, shakes himself, and refuse.
Okay, so you're about to fly over the spikes, correct? I'm going to let you know, given the height of the ceiling and the height of the spikes, it will require an acrobatics check to stay in that safe lane, just because you have physical wings. It's not magical flight. So you are physically trying to fly in this cramped space. However, I'm not making it a crazy high roll. I'm just letting you know that you have to avoid hitting your wings on the ceiling and also hitting your body on the spikes
To go through.
to go through, because you're trying to like thread a needle a little bit. If you were like the size of a bird, I wouldn't call for that.
No,
You
for
are
sure.
a big man.
Okay. We'll do that.
Does Soren have a last name?
No.
Canonically, to me, it's over California.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To get there. Acrobatics.
Yeah,
16.
16 will make it.
Okay. And then with Black Razor out, is this thing undead?
You can very powerfully assume.
Okay, yeah. So then we're gonna use just the regular sword, and we're gonna do one hit with that. Actually, we'll just do 3 punches. Why not?
I mean, has anybody tried talking to her?
17.
It's a valid point.
You literally went
17?
first.
Yeah.
You set the tone for this whole thing.
13 damage
What does the spider say?
and 24. So 10 damage. So
So how much total?
27 total.
27. Thank you.
And it is magical. If it matters.
I appreciate that.
And that's me.
It is her turn, so I need you to immediately make a wisdom saving throw.
Never was there was.
Is Soren very wise?
6.
Okay.
Does she sound like she's
That'll be 16 psychic damage as you feel a deep and empty sorrow that shakes you to the core of your very being.
Maybe talking with.
Yeah, I mean, does she appear to
I-
be like speaking a language, or is she like more feral?
She has not said or
animalistic in
anything.
it? But she's like,
It's just a lot
Moving.
of screaming and wailing.
okay, there is screaming and wailing. Okay, that helps.
But is she screaming and wailing, or is it just Paige that's screaming and
Just
wailing?
Paige.
Her.
Answering the door. Opening the door.
And you're large, correct, Margar?
I am.
Okay. So
Crap, that's gonna work
she
against me.
is going to attack. So that'll be a 19,
Yes.
and then Paige. That will be a 24. As from the coffin, her arms shoot out all the way towards you and pierce through your body.
Ow!
And a hook on the end.
Oh
As she
God.
drags it in, you have now been grappled and hooked by her.
Fuck. Okay. Ouch.
So that will be 19 piercing damage for Jeltra, 16 piercing damage for Paige. And now she's going to use Sorrowful Embrace, where I need each creature grappled by the Sorrow Sworn to make a Wisdom saving throw.
That's not very good for Paige.
Oh, so wisdom save?
Could we change it to
Reachen's not grappled.
Oh, I'm sorry. Brain. Oh.
That's the second nat one I've rolled tonight.
Okay.
21.
That will save. So that means, Paige, you take the full 19, and then you take half, so that will be 9.
More damage?
Yes.
Okay, then I fall back as Jiltra.
That sucks.
I know.
Wait, what?
Wild shape?
I was wild shaped so taking all that damage
Oh,
reverts
I
me back
forget
to
it.
my form.
Okay.
And then you are drawn to her. So
Owie.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Through the spikes? Is that
Yep.
what happens? Shit. That's what the damage was.
Nope.
No, fuck me running.
That means you each take 2d4 slashing damage for every 5 feet traveled. I'll say that you were only dragged 10 feet because you came down from the ceiling.
Okay.
So we'll add 1d6 falling damage plus 4d4. So
What are the...
So that's 15. And then Paige, you were drawn 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's 8d4?
Wait, how much?
20.
20 more damage.
Yes. As you're dragged through the spikes.
Owie.
Hey, if anyone watching at home could keep track of how much damage I'm taking in a turn, we can put it on the screen in a later episode
Damage tracker.
and have a running record. Because I started this turn with 94 health and now I'm at under 40.
Holy crap.
Also, if anybody else had to create a damage bar in OBS, let me know, because I've been looking for that forever.
All right. That brings us to Tempest's turn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and everyone who's now on this side, make a perception check for me. So that's Soren, Paige, and Jeltra.
Okay. Perception.
Perception, not investigation.
Perception, yes.
11.
18.
Paige, as you're being dragged, you notice there is a lever right here behind the coffin.
Okay, and what position is it in right now? Okay.
I think you know what to do, Grom.
Hold the
Okay, Rage, I will move 20. Well, I'll move to the edge of this.
That's 15 feet.
That's I get that movement. Okay, and so you're saying there are spikes on the floor, and so I cannot squeeze through
They're
them?
not spikes. They are super sharp blades.
Okay.
So it would be like trying to walk through a forest of razor blades.
Okay, so and does it look like if I tried to hit them, I could bend them or something to be
You
able to
could
walk
attempt
through
it,
them?
but you don't know.
That's what I would attempt to do then. Or do I want to fire my crossbow at her real quick and then do that next turn? I think I'm gonna crossbow twice at her, and then if I can, well, I can't use any other kind of action to do that. So, and damn it, I probably shouldn't have raged maybe yet. It's fine. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm going to attempt to bend the blades with, if I hit it with them with my axe to see if I can bend them so that I can create a walkway.
Give me an attack.
Can I use 2 attacks since
If you
I
want to
usually
wreck
get...
this.
Well, I mean, I usually get 2 attacks, so...
Why don't you do 1 attack before you decide?
Okay, that's not 20. And what am I adding to it? My
It
strength?
doesn't matter because with all of your strength,
Okay.
you strike against this blade, and even though it is razor thin, it seems to be magically enchanted, so it is not destructible by mere means.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and shoot at her then.
Okay.
With my second attack. Less good. That's 9 to hit. No. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 14, but probably still.
Still.
Okay. I am looking to the walls. Does it appear like there's anything I can climb this like around?
Not particularly, no. It looks like this tomb was designed in such a way to where the only way to get to the tomb is to go through the blades.
Was there any has there been any furniture that we've passed?
Not really, no. It's a tomb.
Where was there sarcophaguses near somewhere?
No, because
Courtney?
you guys
Did we
went
go
through because you guys went through the treasure room. So there's those plinths, but those were attached to the floor.
Okay. All right, that's all.
The other, so you guys didn't go through the other tomb room where the sarcophagus would have been, because Numi told you guys it was dangerous.
Okay, I'm gonna run back out into this room just to check for anything I could use.
Wait, turning tail,
I
right?
have 40 movement, so I'll go 20 out and then 20 back in just to take a glance if there's anything.
Do you want to go?
Was
through
this
the
a
room?
house? Like I
No,
don't
this is a literal mausoleum.
this is after we've been teleported.
Yes.
In the graveyard, we went over to their tomb.
Okay, so I don't need to leave and come back then, I guess. Whatever. That's my turn.
I'm so sorry. Rishan, it's your turn.
Brishen takes his cards out from within his robes and draws one, and without looking at it, tosses it into the air, where it kind of explodes in little pyrotechnics and then comes together to form small flaming balls of rock floating around his head.
Fancy.
And then I will use my bonus action to throw one.
Do you want to move into the room?
I'm going to move into the doorway.
Okay.
I'm not a big in the room kind of person.
Want to be in the room where it happened?
No, I don't. So that'll be behind her. And EB? Nat 20. So in this one, it's unfortunately not a roll to hit one.
It's not. Is it a save?
Well, because if I actually roll to hit her, then it's going to hit everybody around her because it explodes. So it'll be a dex save from her.
Okay.
Oh, boo. Okay.
Losing it.
Still, nat 20.
She might still nat one her deck save. She didn't, but she could have. 9.
For 4 damage as the meteor explodes behind her and pieces of hot rock explode into her back.
All right, that brings us to Jeltra again.
Okay. I am grappled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let me add these on here so I know. And was that it? Just grappled?
You were just grappled, not restrained.
Just grappled.
Now
Okay.
that's the new round page. It's like,
Okay.
I can mage hand that.
I become 0. Okay. Well, then I will use my shillelagh. My new cantrip.
Shillelagh.
And then I'm going to hit, because it's separate. So shillelagh empowers my weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to hit her.
Would you like to rage?
No, because I already bonus action with my shillelagh.
Last turn.
No.
Let's be fair.
Thank you.
Let's be
I
fair.
appreciate it. No, I'm gonna shillelagh and then try and hit her with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Oh no, dagger? No.
No, it has to be your quarterstaff because it's shillelagh.
Okay. My
But
quarterstaff.
remember, you use the damage from shillelagh specifically.
Correct.
Not the quarterstaff.
Yep. Because it's okay.
So
So
it should be, I think, 2d8 or something.
it's 1d8 plus 4, and then depending on, let me look again.
No, it doesn't increase in damage, but you can get extra attacks with it.
The weapon's damage die becomes a d8. So whatever my damage is for the quarterstaff, it's a d8, not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it uses your wisdom as opposed to strength. So
Oh. Okay. 13. No. Okay. That was my action and bonus action, and I'm grappled. I can't move, so I'm done. Boom.
Paige puts out a paw to high five you.
Pull the lever.
I can't move.
Pull the lever, Soren.
Oh no.
Actually, better. 17.
that will hit.
Oh, thank God. sneak attack?
There are allies within, and you do not have disadvantage. So
No
Excellent.
disadvantage for close quarters. Nice.
no, because he can do melee with his daggers,
Oh.
which I'm assuming you're doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
10, 12, 14. 19 plus 7.
26.
No, 26, yes. For the first attack. Offhand. What do you think? Reroll?
I'd take it.
24 to hit.
Yeah. Zorn, Veta is now bloodied.
Yay.
8 damage on the offhand.
Mm-hmm.
And then another main hand. 21 to hit.
Also hit.
Yay!
Would you like to spend any psychic die?
I think I would.
Considering you still have, what, 18 left, 19 left?
I think I'm actually down to 10 left.
Oh Lord. So few.
May I borrow 3d8s?
Of course you can.
Four plus 8 is 12, 16, 21, 28 more damage.
How much was the original just weapon damage? Was it 10?
10.
Okay. So 38 altogether.
Is that what I said?
10 plus 28
10 plus 28 would be
with the
38.
psychic damage. With the psychic dagger.
It was 28 total. 10 of that was.
So only 10 of that was... How much psychic damage did you just roll? 18?
Oh my god.
I forgot already.
28.
28.
You said 28.
8, 25,
Yes,
1.
that's right.
So 15, 16,
Okay. Sword.
19, 29.
I'm gonna go pull the lever.
That will be... She can't attack you for an opportunity because both of her harpoon arms are...
Suck it, bitch.
grappling. She has no attacks right now.
She just growls at you angrily for moving
I
out.
blow her a kiss.
No, hang on. I'm gonna make a strength check for her to see if she can hit you with Paige.
Paige.
She does not.
I pull the lever.
As soon as you pull the lever, all the blades immediately retract into the floor.
Okay.
Yay.
Is that
Does that hurt?
That's a free object interaction, so if you have the movement, you can still
We
attack.
didn't have homework. Work already did.
okay. Then I'm going to attack again.
Don't worry about it. I was that kid. You know I was that kid.
Me too. Me too.
Wait, what did I miss?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, just
17.
turning in your homework in
I will
high school.
check the tapes. You tell me now, Margarita Robot.
That is not my name.
Check the tapes later.
Well, I didn't want to use your actual name.
Thank you. Soren's turn. Let's respect that.
Oh, okay.
17.
17 to hit?
Yeah.
Yes, that will hit.
15 damage.
Okay.
And then. Oh, that's a nat 20. So.
How do you do it, buddy?
So she grabs Paige and she tries to smack me with Paige.
Yes.
I jump over Paige, like jump rope style, and then just land on her face and like squash her.
With your foot?
Yes.
How high up am I when she dies?
Not super high up.
Okay.
Do you want to take more damage? Because you just complained about taking damage.
No. I'm just clarifying.
You land on your feet, though.
Sweet.
She's your kitty.
And there was no better toe strap this time.
And her harpoon arms become limp, and so it is very easy to pull it out of you.
Oh,
Small is always uncomfortable. Everyone, close your ears.
I don't have that ability. Small scared elf man, we killed the threat. I'll heal back into the treasure room.
Fantastic!
I do a little circle and just lay on the ground for a moment.
Eldon moves into the room and immediately looks like the notches on the floor. It's like, I wonder what these are.
Razor blades. Mouth neck, do you want to check the sarcophagus?
I'll walk up onto the
Yeah.
dais as well.
Investigation.
Can I assist?
Yeah, sure.
Or what's your investigation?
+3.
Okay, that's fine. 18.
There doesn't seem to be anything particularly notable about it. It bears her name, which is Kaveta. Last name? Dolindar. Kaveta Dolindar. But there is kind of like a purple light through some of the cracks.
I will search the body while he's investigating the sarcophagus.
This is a dead, rotting corpse with weird harpoon arms.
Hey, Cardboy. Purple light stuff, does that mean anything to you?
Arcana?
You don't even need an arcana. This is the crevice of dust. This is, you recognize it.
All right, gather round. Do I already know how to activate it?
It's already, this is a permanent one. So this is just a step into the portal kind of situation.
Who wants to go back to the material plane?
Please.
So Eldon goes like, I think maybe I should go with the big one, just in case there's danger on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the Melfs and I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
All right, I'm not going to send you all back to the material plane looking like this.
You do have a heart.
No, I just don't have the stomach for it.
My stomach, I can see it.
Jesus Christ, Catboy, give me a second.
Catboy, we don't know each other's names. Let's be respectful.
I don't know his name.
He started it.
That's going to be
You started it.
He started it.
16 healing for everybody.
He called me
you.
Neck Boy.
Thank you.
Oh, he did.
He did call
So I
him.
called him Cardboy.
Neck mouth boy.
So as you pull back the sarcophagus, you see this just tear in reality. Tempest kind of grabs Eldon by the waist and kind of steps in, disappearing. And as their forms ripple and disappear, something comes shooting out with a streak of light
No.
and goes straight for your hands, Joe.
Oh, no. Do I grab it? Keep it away from my face?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was 3d8 plus spell. So everybody gets more healing. So sorry. So 26 healing. So add 10.
This is in your hands, Jojo.
First,
At first I
rod
thought it was a-
piece.
I'm like, I thought it was a cucumber.
Dear.
Shiny.
How phallic.
And as you hold it,
Cucumber.
you feel your vision blurring. And as it blurs and becomes dark, this is happening to all of you. It becomes dark. You see a single pinprick of light that slowly grows as if approaching a far-off tunnel. You appear in a liminal space. You are all kind of floating there, as there is no floor, there's no walls, there's no ceilings. You are all kind of just floating. Looking forward, you see a woman.
Do we see each other, or is it
Yes,
are we alone?
you see each other being embraced by a man. The woman is holding strings that are incredibly tense and being held taut. She is keeping them from snapping, snipping this one to release some pressure so the rest don't snap. And she is doing this work like frantically as the man behind her, glowing with yellow light, hugs her around the midsection, just pouring this light into her. You become aware of several other voices that you cannot quite perceive. They are arguing And at first, you can't quite make out. It's just too loud, too reverberous. It's just too much for your mind to comprehend. Soon, you hear a voice, cold and dark, who goes, "And what of my champion? Why was she not brought here?" Oriel, you and your champion have a complicated history, so we could not bring your champion. Well, you brought Vecna's little cast-offs, why not mine? They found the first rod piece. They must know. And the woman goes, "They must know. We can't help them. They must know. Take them so they may know." And at this point, again, you feel yourself pulled away in different directions. So fast, too fast, you lose consciousness. I need my notes.
Not a fucking get.
Soren, you awaken, and there is a man standing in a vast statuary. Hello, Soren.
Hi. Who are you?
I am Jurg. I have been away from the realms for much time, but recently decided that it is my place to return. I am a scribe of all things that have passed, or all things that could have been. He kind of gestures, and you see this just kind of like rolling plain, dead gray grass. The sky is in grayscale. You seem to be the only thing in color, you and this entity who is speaking with you. And as you look at the statues, you realize, while many of them are not recognizable to you, several of them are of your own face. You see one where you are embracing a winged Alaric. You see one where you are holding Zephyr's hand as if you are off on some grand adventure. Another one where you are surrounded by young children.
Are these... That was me?
These are potential use.
I don't like kids.
You currently do not like kids. There was a time in your childhood before you were soured to them where you, if had made other choices, would have eventually ran an orphanage in the city of Luskin.
Okay. So what is this for? Is this like it's my time and you're like telling me what I've done wrong in my life? Like what?
Each of those who have stepped forward have promised to show you an aspect of the troubles you find yourself in. He gestures, and you look out, and while you can see almost infinitely, this infinite plane, there is a roiling, almost like sandstorm of gray energy that is slowly consuming the statuary.
Bad? Okay.
You must make a choice, Soren.
Okay. What?
He begins walking through the statuary.
I follow him.
He comes to 3 in particular statues. These statues I had especially made, against the rules, mind you. These are 3 possible paths I have foreseen for you, Soren. And he kind of waves his hands, and they manifest into flesh. One is of yourself with copperish skin, white glowing from your eyes, and 6 wings growing from your back, a blazing white sword in hand. Another is of, you assume, a Soren with glowing blue eyes, decked from head to toe in this metal that has fused to your skin. And then the third one is desiccated, his hair falling out, obviously the signs of undeath on him, and he is holding a vicious black sword that he seems to be listening to as it whispers to him.
I have that already, right?
It is not Black Razor.
It's not.
No.
Mhm.
You could be a hero. You could be a villain, as he references the desiccated one. Or you could step away and watch the world burn, safe within the walls you have built yourself. You have always been a troublesome one. I believe that's why you were assigned to me. But no, Soren, all three of these paths have the potential to erase everything.
Like the world, everything, or like that everything.
If Vecna is to succeed, which he is very close to doing, there will be but one path. His.
So do I have to choose one of these? So you're
They are all within you. And as you watch, they kind of collapse in on themselves, and the energy that you usually consume flows into you. You are overcome by the amount of energy you are consuming at once, and you physically vomit. And once you're done doing that, you look up, and you're just in this statuary by yourself.
hello?
Then we'll move on. Paige,
Yes.
you are greeted by actually kind of a familiar face. You recognize the visage of Shantea. You have gone to many, many worship settings with Benlin. I don't know if you've ever picked up the faith, but she is the goddess of gardens and hospitality. And she looks at you and goes, "I really wish I hadn't gotten you." Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I'm sorry. So I like you a lot. I don't want to show you bad things. That's not really my place. But you have to know. Like Mistress said.
Like, no what?
She kind of like waves her hands, and you fall through empty space, and you land in a very familiar place, the Court of Air at Candlekeep. And the Candlekeep itself is in flames. Not the buildings around it. The library itself is consumed in a conflagration. Standing not far from you, several dead avowed at its feet, is a dark armored figure with like a dark cloak, holding two scimitars that are dripping with this black-gray energy.
And Shantae is still standing there with me.
She is like kind of behind you, kind of like this.
While just looking around and taking it all in. What the hell is this?
The black figure reacts to your voice and slowly turns, and you see that the hands that are holding the scimitars, the thumbs face the same direction. And as it turns, it goes, "He said this might happen."
I'm gonna, at this point, turn to Shantae. Is this a premonition? What the hell is this?
A premonition. Who are you talking to? He removes the helmet, and you see your own face, but it's more tiger-like. There is kind of red along the eyes. Yours is next. Nothing to say.
Over my dead body.
Done and done. And he throws a scimitar in the same way that you throw your daggers as it pierces through your chest. And you slump over, and suddenly you are looking at the Court of Air in bright daylight. No flames, know nothing. And you breathe in, and the sword is gone. But there is a tear in your armor for where it pierced you. Rishan. You awaken, your body broken, most of your bones shattered, bleeding from several wounds, gripping a long staff whose tip reminds you very much so of the tip you just saw Jeldra grab. Leaning over you is a woman. Black wings, like that of a raven, spiraling out of her back, impossibly large. She's leaning over you and going, "This is your destined death."
I was so close. I almost made it.
You did. But you know where you went wrong.
Trusting any of them.
No. Not trusting any of them. Look around you. You're alone. You failed because you were alone. Just a moment. And you see a heavily armored figure approach. A deadly morning star on a chain with a gross black ball of spikes and red energy. And he kind of leans down, phasing the woman kind of going gray and smoky as she disappears. And you see the face of Benlin. But it is black and charred like coal with red glowing heat coming out of cracks in his face. And he reaches down and grabs you by one of your horns, kind of bringing you up to his face, and goes, "You should have stayed dead."
Rishan weakly reaches out just to try and touch any piece of
the
the
rod?
apparition.
Oh, of Benlin? You can touch him, yeah.
Just holds.
He reaches down with his free hand, grabs the staff on the ground. Now, my new love needs this. So if you'll excuse me, fortunately, you're going to die alone.
In your absence, I've died 1,000 times. It may as well have been you. Do it. Why waste time? I have failed. And I, pull the rod up against myself.
You're too weak to, pull it
I
from
try.
him. He kind of pulls it from your grasp. For the times that were good. And then he will reach down and inflict wounds, healing you. And as you die, you see this woman again. And goes, she's kind of floating in the space with you. This doesn't have to be how it ends. It is but one.
But it does have to end.
All things end, Rishan. All things.
Is the body still kind of broken in this space, or is it?
So you are now moved into the afterlife. It's up to you.
I will reach out for her hand. Tell me what you need.
It's not what I need. I am just she who watches the transit. I just need you to understand we cannot help you. That is why we are showing you these things. You must be better. And she kisses you gently on the forehead. And you awaken in a field.
On the material plane?
On the material plane.
Immediately just tries to hug the ground and just
Yay.
breathing in the smell of a living field.
Jeltra. You are brought to a familiar space. It is kind of grainy, but you recognize your grandmother's throne room. You see her there, pacing. She is talking to another woman. Did I not get a picture of her? I did not. Oh, no, I haven't. So this is your grandmother. Let me show you this. Sorry, I should have had these ready.
It's okay.
Whoop, not that one.
Not this one?
No, this one is Zybilna.
Okay, yes.
I just have to find Miss Silverhand.
Like, that's my grandma.
And she's speaking with this woman. You see Percy there. You see some of her attendants. And as you manifest in this space, you see Zybilna turn to exactly where you are, and then behind you and says, "You promised. I sent her away. You promised." And if you look where she is looking, there is a man, broken and bloody. And he goes, "It is against everything I stand for to make you suffer, Jeltra, but you must know. The greater dishonesty would be to not show you." She turns back, and the woman she's speaking with, the one in pink, she goes, "Who are you talking to, Zybilna?" I was like, she goes, "Well, we sent your granddaughter away. She should be on that quest for at least a week. I mean, you placed her back in the Silvery Moon Woods. There's no way she will get back to you at any meaningful time." That is true. Percy, when was the last time you heard from Mordenkainen? Percy will answer, 2 days ago. You guys had located the last piece. And as you watch, a portal opens, and a man walks through.
So many people.
Yes, I apologize. I wanted to have
It's
visual
okay.
aids for all of these.
I love it.
And he goes, "Ugh, I hate that part of Faerun." And Zybilna goes, "Well, did you get it?" And you watch as he holds out what seems to be a piece of a greater whole of the one you now clutch in your hands.
Am I still holding it as I'm in this vision? Okay.
But this one seems to be it's just a piece of a greater whole. Zybilna kind of waves her hands, and floating into camera, as it were, is the larger, almost complete pieces kind of hovering around each other. All right. You said you would know how to assemble it without it breaking again. And the man goes, yes, of course, of course. And he holds the last piece aloft, which floats, and you watch as it assembles itself and then rights itself. A immense amount of magic coming off of this thing. We have it now, so we can put a stop to this. There's no need to get the young ones involved. Yes, that is very true, Zybilna. That is very, very true. And then he snaps his fingers, and iron from nowhere appears and wraps around Zybilna, wrapping her in wire and squeezing tight. And as Illustrial kind of reacts to this, he removes something from his head. And this man is now standing there.
Oh, sorry, I closed it one more time. Sorry.
Nope.
Just closing all the other ones.
Oh, you
Darn,
closed him
damn
again.
it. One more time. Oh, this fucker.
He holds in his hand a black longsword and stabs it through Illustrial Silverhand's chest before she can react. Percy removes some kind of contraption, and with a wave of his hand, Percy is evaporated.
Oh.
I run forward and try and help my grandmother.
You cannot move from the space you are in. As the man suffering goes, I'm so sorry. And he is weeping blood as he watches this happen. Zybilna from her encasement goes, you made one mistake. He goes, what is that, you old cow? I have so many tricks. And she snaps and the rod shatters into a bunch of pieces. The piece that you are now holding flying into a portal.
Oh,
And the rest flying off into different portals. And then you watch as he removes his sword, cursing down on your grandmother. And then you are awake back in the tomb, holding the piece alone.
tears streaming down my face. I look around. Is anyone around me?
Nope, it's just you.
Paige? Soren? Anybody?
And that's where we'll take a break. Okay, so coming back, Deltra, you spend how much time falling apart?
About 3 weeks.
A respectable amount.
A respectable amount. So, as I'm waking up, I'm in the tomb
In the shadow.
in the Shadowfell. I don't see anyone else around me.
No.
I might go back into one of the other rooms just to try and see if anyone else, even talking to the ghost.
No.
She's not there. Do I still have the shard? And the tomb is open and the portal is still available.
Still there.
Then I go through the portal, and once I arrive wherever I arrive, I'm on my knees sobbing for at least 10 minutes.
You are faced with Tempest, who is distracted, and Eldon.
It's okay.
What happened?
Where are they?
Checking you for
Where?
wounds.
Where's Paige? Where's Soren? Where's the dragon?
I haven't seen any of them. How long?
They didn't-
How much time has passed for me?
However much time it took
Probably
her
about
to...
10 minutes. 10, 15
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah, I mean it's only been like 10 minutes, but I'm the only one wearing Yithrin.
No, you are you're in actual Neverwinter now.
Oh, okay.
Material plane of Neverwinter.
Are we in, so kind of,
You
From
are
my understanding-
you are in the Dolendar tomb, but the real life location of it, which is run down and ancient
Right.
and forgotten.
that's what I thought. So it's literally a parallel of where we were. Okay.
I think we made it through the crevice. This seems like.
No, they didn't. Where are they?
I don't know.
I need to,
Let's go find a
my
wizard.
grandmother.
We could go try and find a wizard.
Yeah.
Find them.
Yes.
I don't
Do
have
you,
any of those tricks.
do you have a way? I need,
What about you, Elf? Eldon, you said?
I'm
Let's say I knew your name.
I'm a priest of Denier, not a wizard.
Where are you from?
Neverwinter.
Okay.
I need,
Can we go to your house? Do you know a person here that can help us find our friends?
I could definitely pay for some kind of teleportation. I have several travel coupons.
it's a matter of life and death. I need to contact Zybilna now.
Don't have the capability, and
Take us to town. Let us walk to town, and we'll
very
find
well.
a wizard. Or
As
something.
you step out of the
Oh
graveyard,
God.
you find that there is roiling storm clouds and just chaos in the streets. A guard kind of stops from chasing somebody and goes, "Who are you with?"
Myself.
So
Who are you with?
So you're unaware that the Daggult has been assassinated.
Oh, thank
Daggone.
fuck.
Do I know what that
Remember.
is?
The City Lord.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. That guy. I mean, did it surprise anybody though? Like that guy seemed. We're with whoever you are with, man. We're not here to cause trouble.
The city is in chaos. there are several factions, cults thought long dead, raising from the sewers to claim parts of the city. Neverwinter is not safe. If you have the ability to get out, I would.
Okay. So I turn to. Ooh. What should we do?
I know.
Because if we leave the portal, we haven't waited very long. Okay, so we're gonna ignore him now, and I guess. All right, dude, go. We'll figure it out.
He moves 10 feet away, and you notice two robed figures just fucking murder him. Then turn towards you with spells in their hand,
No.
and we will narratively say that you guys fought your way out of Neverwinter.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I mean, we have to leave. We don't know that they're not coming through the portal, or they are. Like, we don't really know if they will or they won't.
Then I have to.
We need to get to a safe place.
Let's head to the Moonwood.
Tempest.
Oh wait, hold on.
I was going to say,
Hello?
you're reaching out immediately.
Well, Tempest, it's Friedhelm. Last I checked, you were in Neverwinter, correct? If you received this, I have been trying to get a hold of you. If you are receiving this now, I can come and get you, because Neverwinter has fallen into chaos, and we've gotten some disturbing news from Candlekeep as well. It has been 2 weeks since we last saw you. It would be really handy if you could answer this sending.
Okay, I know this guy. He's gonna help us out. That's what I hear. My response. No, that's not it. I'm feeling Yeldra. Okay, response will be how many? I got a certain number of letters, or
No, what's
I mean, it's
It's
25
fine. Okay.
words, but I
Like
think
messages.
Friedhelm
Okay.
went way over. But
Yeah.
Multiple.
love your
sendings.
timing, old friend. We definitely need evacuation as soon as you can. Thank you very much.
And you give your location
Sure.
as part of that message. And then
Latitude,
almost immediately, Zindi and Friedhelm holding hands up here. And then Friedhelm goes, come.
This is my guy.
And then you are teleported back to Yithrin. When you teleport back to
With
Yithrin,
the elf, or did he want to come with us?
if you want to take him,
I mean, I would have offered unless
Yeah.
he wanted.
he doesn't want to stay in Neverwinter.
Safe place. As you saw.
You can come as well. It's safe.
He's so courageous, though.
So you appear in kind of like a room. Running over to you immediately are Human Cody and Human Solstice, along with Nicaid.
Weird.
And Human Cody goes, soon after I saw you last, Zabilna appeared to us, turned us back into humans, and said we were going to be needed, and that you would be here eventually. So we grabbed Nicaid and we came.
There's a lot going on as always, but like there's so much more going on now. What's happening?
What did she say to you? What did she say?
She just said that you would be here.
Oh God. I think she's gone.
What do you mean? Zabilna is an archfey.
Zabilna is gone.
And Nicaid just like runs up and hugs you.
I had a vision. And she saw me for a moment. And she was surrounded by people. She tried to get me away from the chaos. She tried to get me away from what was going to be happening. They were assembling a staff, a rod of this, and I will hold up the piece that I
So
have.
also present is all the chili chums. So Altus, Tempest, obviously, Friedhelm, Malai. Also the bookkeepers have also gathered here. So Paige, Benlin, so there's a large group of very experienced heroes all around who are all listening to this.
So I greet Altus kind of on the side, and I'm like, why is everyone here?
I'll hold up the piece, and they were trying to assemble a staff.
May I? Friedhelm asks, hello, I'm Friedhelm Eldergill. He starts casting a ritualistic identify on this thing floating in the air.
They put the rod together, and who we thought was Mordenkainen was not. He unveiled himself and tried to take it from Zabilna, and she shattered the rod and sent me this piece. before he killed her.
Benlin will come over and he touches you gently, and the unbelievable sorrow you are feeling begins to lessen. It is still there, but you are able to calm. Its magic courses through you. I apologize, but there is frankly no time for grief.
I understand.
All right. I'm too old for any of this shit, but we've all come together because we've all saved the world before. Kill?
Takes. Give it a squeeze. And as Benlin has alluded to, we will do it again. You are the most skilled that we have, and what little we know is at least enough to start. We don't know that fate is sealed, that it's lost. There's always time for a rewind, for a rescue, and that's what we are all here to do, right?
Here, here.
Paige, you also had a vision, didn't you?
I did. As I told you two, I woke up to Candlekeep burning, not just on fire, but almost like plane of fire, and then a being that looked terrifyingly like me was very threatening, smiled at the thought of burning Candlekeep down, and actually told me that mine was next.
Or what?
My Candlekeep.
Just Nishazi. I forgot Nishazi was there. I was like, oh yeah, Nishazi.
Me and both.
my version, my book, my lane. I don't know.
Your
what that-
Candlekeep.
My Candlekeep. And then he stabbed me in the chest, and I felt it.
While this is not common knowledge, Friedhelm speaks up, the Lord Neverember was not assassinated, he was executed. His closest allies suddenly changing their mind and deciding he was a traitor. They created the assassination plot in order to take his place. Our theory currently is, given what Paige has brought to us and now this new information, we believe Vecna is rewriting reality. And it has already begun. My proposition is I will reach out to several of my contemporaries throughout everything. I'm preparing for a trip to Sigil to see if I can't find others of wizardly caliber. We are going to try and figure out what Zybilna and L'Oreal were trying to do with this object. The rest of you, heroes of the realm, will spread out and try and stop these cults.
Absolutely.
Very well then. Is there any questions?
As Paige. Does this end with us killing a god?
I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, we kind of killed.
We kind of banished Ariel from the material plane, but we did not kill her. She is still in existence.
I mean, kind of the same thing.
You had a practice run. Banishment the first time around, now try again.
Yeah, what he said.
In your vision, this man, could you describe him at greater detail in my office? I would like to try and figure out who that was.
Yes.
Ooh, I'll help. She can tell me what to change. And then we can.
That's very true. I was perhaps going to try and attempt the legend lore spell, but I am quite tired after, with Cindy's assistance, of course, we were able to teleport you here, but, and some time passes. You guys all split off into your different adventuring parties and kind of spread out against Faerun, tracking down these cults, which are everywhere. During this time period, Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep also fall. Along with all clerics in the realm losing their connection to their divine beings,
Holy crap.
save for a select few.
Is Benlin one of the select few? Okay.
Benwin, being a druid, has it a little bit better than most, but he is not as powerful as he was.
The benefits of
Multi-class.
multi-classing.
So that is the state of the world as you guys are all split up. Waterdeep has fallen, so after that, this pretty shed. There is an open call throughout the Sword Coast that Yithrin is accepting refugees.
Oh yeah, Brishen would, as soon as Waterdeep fell, get the heck out of town. I think there's probably a cut moment of him like sitting outside on the patio and like a little dining chair, and then fires beginning, and then him. Okay, well, time to go. After 2 weeks of giving nothing but horrible fortunes, as the cards try to pull him away from his attempted escape, and then lying to all of the patrons about how these are not terrible, they're all good, they're really good. But I would, Brishan would take the refugee option.
Shortly before Waterdeep falls, the Blackstaff, Alaric, comes to the Surly Spirit where you've been staying to collect Brinley, along with some other familiar allies. It's like, we're heading for Yithrin.
Children, pack it up.
Yes, Mom!
It just slips his bag over his shoulder, slips his cards into his. I'm actually also going that way.
Very well. I can't do Alaric's accent, but and then you guys all end up in Yithrin. I'm assuming you just go to an inn in Yithrin.
Yeah, he's still trying to stay out of the way.
Very well. So everyone's spread out. Soren staring closer and closer to that black void every day as he's still stuck in that liminal space.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
How? What? I'm not there.
Is his body out doing stuff while he's there?
So after some time has passed, you guys are all in various parts of Faerun. There is a moment in time where you feel a tug deep within you. You included, Soren, Brishen included. And you are ripped from wherever you are into a large, spacious chamber. A large, yellow orb oscillating with awesome power. Some of you might be familiar with the Mythalar. It is not something they show to outsiders, but some of you might be just familiar with the Mythalar. Yes. So you are pulled through this space, and as you are pulled through this space, you see 5 individuals. First off, a small kobold cleric.
As I see Meebo, I scream out for Meebo.
Hang on 2 seconds. I can get it all out. You see Friedhelm, Elder Chill.
Oh, we're on social still.
Oops. Dang
Ready
it.
to do Meepo again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Well, here's Friedhelm.
So exciting.
It's okay, Meebo's adorable, so.
Worth the wait. Look good.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so badass.
Right?
This gentleman.
Kind of.
Oh, hopefully.
I am distrusting of this man.
The wizard Elemenster.
Flippin' elements.
Okay. Is that his little pseudo dragon?
It's a fairy dragon, actually.
Baby dragon.
And then the final one, a young woman with a witch hat. So, and we'll go around how you appear, but it's going to be everyone's final reveal. So if we want to go through and end on Helena, I think that would be the best course.
Okay.
Let's start with you. Go this way.
So Soren, we're just ripped out from wherever we were doing at that moment. So as he appears, he's just laying on the ground, just like spread out, like not giving a shit. But he's also screaming Meepo because he saw Meepo. And he's like, finally, someone I recognize.
Meepo, while exhausted, all of these wizards look exhausted. Meepo is not a wizard, but he runs to you and he immediately holds his hands over you, and you notice the light that you would usually heal you with is like flickering, as if he's trying really hard, but he's restoring you from like the starvation and thirst that you've been experiencing.
It's Meepo, it's fine.
It is not fine. You do not look good. Where have you been?
I would ask you if you have any apples, but they're probably the bad ones.
He holds up a red apple.
I eat it and then sit
You
up,
are fully restored.
but still stay sitting on the ground and just like looking around because I'm not getting up yet.
Paige?
Paige kind of like jolts back in and goes, Carol, that was weird. Carol! And then he just like bends down and just, not again! Why? Every time! Something bad is going to happen, and I'm gonna have to change my last name again! Then he looks around and is like, oh. Hi. And he points at Soren.
Hey,
So, Friedhelm goes, so this was not our intention.
I throw my apple core at him.
Fair. Who else have you brought with you?
Brishen is like clearly in the middle of a reading as he materializes and is like, oh yes, the king of cups.
Hey,
Shuffles the deck back together and tucks it away.
Okay.
hey,
Oh,
what's your name?
why?
Well, clearly we're gonna be doing something together, so do I get your name this time?
Brishen.
Jeltra was in the middle of probably some kind of sparring practice, playing with her quarterstaff, and sweat dripping down her brow. She looks around, probably narrowly misses hitting somebody as she was in the middle of a maneuver. Ah, oh. Again. Oh my gods! I'll run up and hug those that I recognize and wave at the Dragonborn.
And then finally,
Nervously just shuffling the whole time.
And also amongst you is Zephyr, a much more adult-looking Zephyr, who is a red tiefling, and she is wearing a beautiful gown and holding a huge bouquet. And when she first appeared, she just kind of looked like she was in love and just having a wonderful moment with someone, and is now here.
and to be clear, the last time you guys saw Zephyr, she was 17. She looks to be about...
I would say like 30, early 30s maybe now. So, fully adult, yeah, she is. And so I would recognize, I didn't meet you. I would recognize Paige though, and Soren and Jeltra, so. But you guys all look the same age. Like when I guess I would have seen, yeah, okay, so.
Are you
Are you
Zephyr?
little Zephyr?
Yeah, that's me. Why am I here now, though?
The one in the witch hat kind of speaks up, is like, there's a lot of time manipulation going on currently. I'm so sorry, sapling. Yes, it's fine. I'm fine.
That's Tasha.
It's Tasha right there.
Who's Tasha?
You've done wonders for your complexion.
Yes.
Is she the one
She
with
just
the
hugs you
laugh?
deeply.
Is she the one that does the laugh?
Oh, that's Tasha. Oh,
Should they? No.
It's fine. I'm not quite your grandmother, but I am at the same time. You're a tricksy sort.
Sibilna. Oh.
Sibilna.
No one else from the Witchlight Knights are here, so I don't even know about them.
It's fine.
The
What?
art.
I remember when you lost your grandmother. Wow, it was Tasha? You didn't mention that.
What do you need of us?
Well, we came together to cast a spell to stop Vecna, and you appeared.
Soren lays back down on the ground.
Throws the deck of cards into the air, and then they all just rematerialize back in his jacket.
That is handy. Grandmother, that's a tall order.
Deicide. Deicide?
We thought we were. I mean, we cast the most powerful magics we were capable of in tandem, the five of us, and we got you.
So am I dead?
That's understandable, Soren.
In terms of Zephyr's timeline, is like her kind of line where Vecna didn't really
You come from like a timeline unaffected. by this.
unaffected. Okay, so like
And I believe we discussed that you spent some time apprenticing under Soren as well.
right. I mean, I'm not opposed to killing Vecna. He sounds horrible. But no, I'm all right. That's all I got.
Are you?
You look different.
So I mean, you're older.
I mean, I'm the age I am.
The
mean-
last time I saw you, you were like still a teenager.
Like a month ago.
Yeah, last time I saw you, you almost joined a cult on it, like a happy accident.
You happy about his cheekbones?
Did happen. But I worked with you, like you've helped me with a relationship with Black Razor. Like, why you don't remember that?
You still have Black Razor? You said you were going to throw it into a volcano.
I mean,
He would not like
I don't. It's complicated, Meepo. Remember how we talked about people have complicated feelings about things?
He comes over and bonks you with a stick.
I like this one.
From the ground, just
Tasha, madam, I was gonna get married. Is that reality not real anymore?
Well, we may not have worded our spell the best, and including Meepo's faltering divine magic may have pulled you from...
don't you dare blame this on me.
I'm not blaming Meepo, I'm blaming the absence of the gods. However, we have come to understand that Vecna is slowly but surely collapsing the multiverse, so you might not be this realm's Zephyr, per se.
That's why you don't remember me.
That's why you look older.
I wonder if you're from the statue with kids.
I, too, am not this realm's Tasha. Who is... I'm sorry, Sprout.
So I might never see her again?
If Vecna succeeds, none of us will see each other again. It will be what he wants the world to be.
So, where are we now? Where have we been pulled to?
We are in the skies of 10 towns, about as far away from Vecna's cultists as we can be.
I went like 500 feet. I couldn't have finished the reading. I had like 2 cards left.
I do apologize. What was your name again?
Rishen,
Very well. If you could get on board and let's grump, that would be super handy.
I like her.
I can do one of two. Which would you like?
Let's grump.
Lovely afternoon, all.
You turn to go.
Yes.
She casts hold person on you. No save.
There will be no save.
Stands frustrated.
Page who
Tasha has the opposite of legendary resistance. She has legendary success.
Paige throws up his hand. If he's leaving, can one of my dads replace him?
I don't think I'm being allowed to leave.
Unfortunately, neither of your dads are the ones who were summoned. We need to figure out why these 5.
But
Yeah, they didn't.
Shantae appeared to me in Benland speaks. to
Shantae has not answered a prayer in over 3 weeks, Paige.
They didn't select us. The river did. Or what's it called?
The middle
Weave.
one.
The
The
weave.
weave.
Yeah, the weave did.
Well, the weave is failing all over the place. We're not sure how much longer arcane magic will even be on the table.
Let's help us. If
Didn't
they
this
could.
happen a while back?
It is different than the time of troubles. Friedhelm supplies.
Rishen, are you
Not that
okay?
one. The Spellfire.
Spell
whatever.
plague.
There you go.
I'm on board, which you can let me go.
So, if Mordenkainen speaks up, it may have come to some of yours belief that there was an imposter pretending to be me. I have followed that lead and figured out who it was.
Thank you.
There's nothing on his head.
I know, I'm just trying to, like, cat nails pulling.
Ow. What the?
Are you done?
Show me your thumbs. I'm done for now.
Thumbs.
Do you happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand?
I'll explain later.
It seems Cass had, the vampire lord Cass, who some of you may have heard of, had procured an item called the Liar's Crown.
Like the instrument or
No,
To
like
fit.
a liar.
The food's here. You might want to just grab it.
I think it's called that. Crown of Lies. The Crown of Lies. And it hid him from basically any means of determining who he really was. Fortunately, Tasha sensed her own death and she came to get me. And I found out that apparently I'd been on the material plane for weeks, which was untrue.
you were the one that killed. I know it wasn't you. But pardon me for not being so welcoming to your visage.
Understandable. Now, that being said, we have 2 goals. One, Zybilna was able to disarm Cass, so we would like to get that back before he can. And we also need to figure out why, and he holds up the rod piece, why this is important.
Wait, you don't know what it does?
It is a piece of the Rod of 7 Parts, one of the most powerful artifacts known to the multiverse.
Okay.
Why Zybilna, L'Oreal, and Cass were collecting it is unknownst to myself.
Well, you just said it's powerful, right? So
Yes.
maybe that's why?
Well, let me put it to you this way. And he kind of like gestures and like a illusory table appears. And Friedhelm, oh, is this where I help? Yes. So, using the divination tower and our combined magical strength, he kind of like waves his hands and you see little bubbles and you watch these 4 wizards and Meepo die over and over and over and over. Sometimes they have the rod, sometimes they don't. They keep failing over and over and over again. So as you see, we will attempt to stop Vecna on our own and fail many times. However, We cast a combined wish spell with one miracle to determine a way of defeating Vecna once and for all. And then you all appeared. Along with the rod piece, which we had in the vault. So I believe this is yours. And they will gesture and it will float over to you.
We're the product of a wish.
Indeed.
Brishen's been kind of like discreetly staring every tense that he gets at Paige for the entirety of this explanation.
Where did the other pieces go? I saw my grandmother shatter the rod and shunted these pieces into 7 different portals. One to me.
Well, legend has it that the rod can lead you to its other pieces, each piece leading you to the next. However, Vecna's ensorcelment has made it incredibly difficult to do so. However, Friedhelm, we were able to find the location of Cass's sword, and we believe keeping that from him will be our top priority.
Thorn sits up as soon as you say sword.
So we are proposing that we send you to collect the sword while we try and break through the static and find where the next piece is.
Do you need this back?
No, it's fine. We're using the divination tower and other things. We need to rest, but we do believe we have enough juice to get you close to the sword's location.
What's the sword's play in this?
The sword of Cass is... Okay. How much do you know about Vecna? None.
Not enough.
Pulls his staff of the Forgotten One from his backstrap and wields it. I know not about this lich, but I've dealt with them.
Is that Azarax?
And pulls his robes to the side. Yes.
Oh. Are you okay?
No, but I've been held person to be here, and the cards want me here, and clearly, whether I live or die, this is how it's going to go.
Soren raises his hand.
Yes, sorry.
Meepo.
Yes?
Didn't we kill Azrak?
We killed the demi-lich Azarax, yes.
So then what?
Well, okay, to explain, that's Azrak's phylactery.
Yes. So that he couldn't be brought back.
Oh.
I am containing him. Or at least one of him.
Okay.
If there's no other complaints, like I said, we... Vecna. Vecna, and Tasha goes, I'm from Earth, which is one of the oldest realms. Not like your Faerun, it is just more complicated. There's rules to the universe that are unnecessarily complex, unlike your world. Yeah, things are much easier here. You just cast a wish spell and poof, everything. I'm getting off topic. Vecna and Cass are from Earth. Vecna was once a mortal man. He craved power, became a lich. Cass was his #1 lieutenant. As he grew in power, Vecna crafted for him a sword and gifted it to Cass. This sword eventually led Cass to turn on Vecna. This is where Vecna lost his hand and his eye.
Oh.
After that, Vecna banished Cass to the Dread Realms, which some of you may be familiar with, I'm unsure. But there,
Yes.
Cass slowly became a vampire and grew in power, and he is in an eternal struggle to destroy Vecna. So he should be our ally, but clearly he betrayed those who were trying to stop Vecna before we got involved. So, we believe whatever Cass's next move will be, getting his sword and keeping it from him would be top priority, as well as keeping the rod away from him. Our analysis of your marks, and the reason I'm now theorizing that you might be the answer, those marks hide you from Vecna. Your actions cannot be seen by him. You are a part of him. It's kind of like being able to see the back of your own kneecap. Yes, if you go and look, you'll see it, but you're not always aware of it.
We're nearly a secret.
For the most part, yes.
So where is the sword?
I don't know that I was marked. Do I know if I have a mark or not? 'Cause
You were present when the marks took place. So Meepo will cast like a revealing spell, and you all see the mark upon your faces.
Oh. All right.
I heard sword. I'm down.
It's so hard to think of you as anyone but that young girl.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was an asshole. I'm sorry.
No, you were youthful and a bit naive and hopeful, and I'm saddened that you were brought into this.
Me too. It was a pretty horrible day to be taken away. But I guess I have all that to fight for, even more. We can't let this asshole win. Fuck this.
Here, here.
I suggest you take some time to rest. I know several of you were in the midst of adventures, and we will send out to your companions to return home. And we will take over tomorrow. We will endeavor to send you to the sword's location.
Do you have lodgings or something?
Yes, there are plenty of rooms within the tower.
Great. I do not really want to go back to the camp that I was at. It was lovely. No problem. You're taking care of the people very nicely, but a little less crowded would be great. I never saw you young. You look great. Lovely to meet you.
I shake. I suffer.
And with that, we will end this session. I'd like to thank our patrons, Taku Arcana, Eric Fox, Duke Grellin, Rockelman, Daniel, Dreamlover, Sparky, Meepo, and our special moms tier, which involves my mother.
Yay.
And then we will pick up with this next time, where we will go after the Sword of Cass.
Yay.
Within the Underdark.
Eventually.
Bye.